This is Molly Hennessy Fisk with the Los Angeles Times. I'm here in the Castle Place subdivision in Zachary, Louisiana, just north of Baton Rouge. It's where the president visited earlier today. I talked to some of the residents here who spoke with the president about what they talked about, what their concerns are as they're recovering from flooding here. You see there's debris piled in front of almost every house. You can hear people are at work in the houses trying to clean them out and recover from the flooding more than a week ago. And this is your house.
This is my home.
And these are your parents.
These are my parents, Rose and James.
Armstrong.
Home was damaged by the flood.
And we are in Zachary, just north of Baton Rouge.
Yes.
And who was just here?
The President of the United States, Barack Obama.
And Ms. Rose, you're eating the peanuts from the White House, right?
Yes, yes.
So what was it like having him here? What did you all talk about?
He asked how are we doing. We said okay, and thank God to be alive.
That you're grateful to have the house still.
Yes, ma'am.
And he hugged you too, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And so what do you have left so what are you going back to doing today with the house?
Cleaning.
You've got, I see you ripped the sheetrock out, right? On the walls here where it flooded.
Yes.
And the wood floor.
Yes.
And you still have to take out insulation. So a lot more work.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How is your neighborhood doing? How are your neighbors?
But the same
About
as
the
us. They're working too. Cleaning and ripping out.
And what do you think about the timing of him coming? We talked a little bit about that. Do you think it was too late? Do you think the timing was just right?
I think it was just right. It wasn't too late.
Because he has a busy schedule also.
And you still feel encouraged?
Oh, yes. And get discouraged.
Pray on faith.
Snow. Oliver Cage.
And Quincy, we're in your house here, which is you've stripped the sheetrock out of it where it flooded, and now you're still working on it today, right?
Correct.
And we were talking about the timing of the president's visit here to your subdivision. What do you guys think about the timing?
Well, I think the timing was very much good, being that now he could pretty much see the excess and the damage that happened to most of the houses that flooded within the neighborhood.
And you were saying a week ago some of the roads were still impassable and the police were trying to manage it, so it might have stretched them.
Correct. With a week ago, which we were still having minor flooding in different places from the water cresting and everything, and with the president's appearance, it would drew the police from trying to serve the people to protect him.
And Oliver, you were saying that some of the damage is more visible now. Why is that?
Correct. I mean, like Quincy just commented on, once we was able to access our house and get in here, once the water went down, a lot of people was able to start getting in their houses and checking the damages and start pulling things out to start the recovery process. So, I mean, firsthand now you can visibly see, the damages that we had in our subdivision.
Yeah, let's walk outside a little bit. I just wanted to show people the piles of debris just on your street alone. And this is the street the president came to. You could see this is just in front of your house,
Correct.
Quincy, and then all the way down the street in both directions we've got a lot of debris. So how long do you think it's going to take for people to rebuild their homes here?
It's going to be a long process. One of the guys that was talking to earlier, he was just, trying to educate us on the recovery process for us letting the house dry. So we looking at, at least a good month once you done gutted the house out to even get it to the process of even starting to go back and rebuilding it.
And then that's not even counting trying to get contractors in to do the work.
Which everybody's trying to get contractors
Being
now.
that they're so busy with, they deal with, if you have a commercialized business, they go get the business first.
Yeah, so it could be months before people get
very
that.
much possible. And then, the demand for materials for it with sheetrock, and I could imagine, the demand on stuff like that. So, right now, it's just, ain't no telling how long it's going to take. It's hard to really put an actual time frame on what we up against. It's basically just been a day-by-day process. It's basically how we living right now, day by day.